This video presentation is brought to you by the Pro Mathematics Academy. Welcome to another video presentation brought to you by the Pro Mathematics Academy. In this video, we'll be looking at the circle, right? And in particular, definition, parts, properties, relationships, and measures. And this video is important because this is the prerequisite for circle theorems, right? And further geometry related to circles. All right, so without further ado, we jump right in. And the first thing we want to note is that here we have the definition of a circle, right? And we say that a circle is a set of points all equidistant away from some point, which we call the center. Okay, so that's very important here that we recognize that the circle is a set of points. Okay, so the first two parts of the circle that we want to focus on are the radius and the diameter, right? So the first part, which is the radius, we define it to be any line segment, right, which connects the center of the circle to the circumference of the circle. And when we talk about the circumference here, we're basically talking about the circle itself, okay? Right, so here, just to give some examples, right, I already have one radius right here. If we were paying close attention, we recognize that this line segment in particular, right, goes from the center and goes to the circumference of the circle, okay? So therefore, we can refer to the circle drawn to be the circumference, okay? Now, later on, we'll differentiate between the circumference as a measure, but for now, whenever we say touching the circumference, we mean touching the circle, okay? So therefore, we refer to the circumference as the circle a lot of times in mathematics, all right? So, moving on, right? Well, first, we want to put in some more examples of different radiuses. Notice there I said radiuses on purpose because that's how people will think about radiuses in the beginning, but we do not say radiuses, okay? Once we have more than one radius, we refer to that as the radii, okay? So that's very important. Persons always think that the plural of radius is radiuses, but it's not. It's actually radii, okay? So here, we move on to what we want to think of as a diameter, right? And we say that the diameter is any line segment which touches 2 points on the circle and passes through the center, okay? So here it is important for us to note a special relationship exists between the radius and the diameter. So let's note that a relationship exists between the radius and the diameter. What is this relationship? If we look closely, we'll see that here we have a diameter which is going from one point on the circle to another point and it passes through the center, okay? But we have one radius on this side and we have another radius on that side, right? So if we look at it closely, we'll see that two radii make a diameter. It's not correct to say that two radii make a diameter, but it's better to say that one diameter is two radii, okay? Therefore, a formula exists right here, okay? What's that formula? The formula which describes the relationship between the radius and the diameter says that d is equal to 2 times r. So if r is our radius, then we can multiply our radius times 2 and we'll end up with our diameter. That is it for this video. Please remember to hit the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe for future post notification.